Welcome back to my channel. I hope you all had a very relaxing weekend. Well, this past weekend was very special to me and my family because it was the Chinese New Year. Even though it's not an official holiday here in the US, we still try to do something special to celebrate it, especially for my little boy because it's part of his Chinese heritage. Well, to be honest, there's not much we can do for the celebration, so we just eat. Since there's only 3 of us, I just made a few simple dishes on Chinese New Year's Eve. I think we had fish, we had some meat, and veggies. We always have veggies, and we had dumplings. And by the way, you're probably wondering, is she gonna play piano today, or she's just gonna be like sitting by the piano and talking about food? Well, actually both. I don't know about you, but I'm always interested in learning about foreign countries and their cultures, customs, traditions. So I think it will be fun for me to share a few Chinese customs with you. And here's your chance to learn a few things about the Chinese Lunar New Year. So first, let's start with the food, because for Chinese, it's no celebration without a feast. And there are a few must-have dishes. So for example, the fish. You got to have the whole fish, including the head, the bones, and the tail. And then usually it's the center dish on the table. And the funny thing about eating fish is you cannot finish it. You must save a little bit at the end because that represents the accumulation of wealth and fortune year after year. So that's very interesting. And then the other one I want to share is the dumpling. Dumpling is such a big deal, especially for people from northern China like myself. We pretty much eat dumplings for every holiday and every special occasion. For example, starting on December 23rd, lunar calendar. Okay, so that's exactly 1 week before the New Year's Eve. We start eating dumplings. And then moving on to New Year's Eve, of course, we got to have the dumplings. And then the very next day, the New Year's Day, we eat dumplings. And then 5 days later, on the 5th, we have to have dumplings again. I mean, growing up, I guess I never questioned, because I think like every family does this. So, I mean, it just seems the most natural thing for us to eat. And then also, I remember like to welcome the beginning of summer and then the beginning of fall, the beginning of winter. Like, we always have dumplings. I guess like people from northern China just eat dumplings religiously. And then another funny thing is that you have to eat even numbers for the dumplings. For example, like 10, 20, 18, whatever. But it has to be like the even numbers. Now, enough about the food. Let's move on to other things. How about like clothing? So on New Year's Day, you're supposed to wear brand new clothes from head to toe, like new hat, new coat, new underwear, new shirts, new pants, new socks, new shoes, new everything. And then for some people, they wear special colors like red. Well, let me explain a little bit. So Chinese use 12 animals to represent repeating years, right? So every 12 years, it will be your zodiac animal. Let's say if you were born in the year of mouse, like this year, okay? And then you will need to wear like red socks and red underwear. I the tradition is that you can bring good luck, things like that. Yeah. So every 12 years, if you're 12, you're 24, 36, 48. Yeah. So that's always the tradition. Yeah. There's one more custom I would like to share. It's ta-da, these red envelopes. Aren't they cute? So these are usually given to the kids by their parents and grandparents. You just put in some money, usually the new bills, and then give them to your kids. And then, by the way, these are not only given on New Year's Day. When people get married, they also get red envelopes. Or if it's like a graduation or birthday, sometimes you would see these red envelopes as well. Now, back to the piano. I thought, what better way to celebrate the Chinese New Year than playing a Chinese piece for you guys? So I relearned my favorite Chinese piano piece. It's called Liuyang River. It's actually a folk song from Hunan province. And a very well-known Chinese composer named Wang Jianzhong made an arrangement for piano. The thing I like about this arrangement is it really captured the essence of the song, which has a very sweet and gentle melody. Mr. Wang also used a lot of arpeggios to imitate the sound of water flowing. Playing this piece has brought back so many childhood memories for me. I remember I was in the middle school. One day I came home and told my mom that my teacher assigned this piece to me. She was super excited. She said, "I know that song." Immediately, she started singing. Apparently, this is a very popular song for my parents' generation. It's very close to her heart. When I practiced that piece, she usually was making dinner in the kitchen. I can hear her singing along. Also, she would try to teach me how to play that piece. She's not a musician at all. She's an engineer. But I guess because of her love for that song, she just has so much to share with me. She would tell me, try to be more expressive when you play that melody, or the timing here and there. Yeah, things like that. Now, years later, this piece has become so close to my heart too. Every time I played it, it reminds me of my family, my hometown, my early school years. Is there a song that's really close to your heart too? Please comment, because I would like to learn your story. Well, thank you so much for listening to my long story. Now, it's showtime!
Happy Chinese New Year. Thanks for watching.